Okay, in this video, I'm going to go through problem 1 from exam 2, just to show you what you could have done. Okay, so this one is create a program that allows the user to enter a series of numbers to a file to be called numbers.txt. Ask the user to enter a number or a -99 to end. As long as they do not enter -99, then add any valid number to the file. When they enter a -99, stop asking for more numbers and display the contents of the file along with the sum of the numbers and how many numbers were in the file. Make sure to validate data and that no exceptions go unhandled. Okay, so of course you need comments, you need your name, you need some kind of description. Okay, but once you get, then you'll have your def main, of course. You have to start up that main. Okay. It doesn't ask for another function, so you don't need another function. Okay, as far as that goes. So you have to think about this. The bulk of this program is going to be asking the user for numbers. It's going to be a condition controlled loop. So it's a while loop that when they hit -99, you're done. Okay. And you have some options here. You can either write the files every time to the file, or you could put them in a list and then do that. It's probably easier to write them as you go. Okay. So let's start here. We're going to open the file for writing. Okay. So this is going to be an out file. Call it whatever you want. Equal to open. Tells you to call it numbers.txt. Okay. And then for how you open it, it could be a write, it could be a pen. I didn't say, doesn't matter. Okay. So we want to make sure that we close this file as well. So we do an out file.close down here. Okay. And then we want to basically loop through and ask for numbers. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna do something like while choice not equal, well, we can just do something else. We do this while n is not equal to -99. Okay, but I'm going to have to either ask the first number up here. I could say n is equal to int input, like enter a number -99 to end, something like that. Okay, that gets me into the loop. I can go through there. And then if I'm here, I know that I have a good number. I'll worry about the try exception here in a minute. Okay, so at this point, I know I have a good number, so I'm going to go ahead and write it to a file. Okay, so to do that, I have to convert it to a string and add a new line character. Okay, and I can do that all in one. I can do it separately. I can do s is equal to the string of n concatenated with the new line character. Okay, that's perfectly okay. Okay, or I should just be able to do a out file dot write the string of n plus the new line character. Okay. And of course, I'm going to have to ask for the value again inside the loop. Okay, so it won't be an infinite loop. Why can't I copy that? That was really weird. Try that again. Do it this way. Paste that. Make sure it's lined up properly. Okay, so that's going to get through the loop. Okay, then we can close the file. Okay, so that part's done. Okay, we can go ahead and run this and make sure we're getting a file. Okay, so let me do a run module to save it. It's q1.py. We can replace it, sure, whatever. Doesn't like the indent somewhere. Oh, that's off by 1 space. So let's run this again. Okay, enter numbers. I'm gonna enter 1. Didn't like something. Okay. Oh, didn't. You have to spell things correctly. Didn't like the out file. Let's try it again. Run module. Okay, enter 1, 2, 3, -99. that ended. Okay. Now I can check to make sure my file's there. Do a file open. Looking for numbers.txt. There's numbers.txt, and there's the 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it's working correctly. Okay, so that part's good. Okay. So the next part of this then, it asks you to go through and get a count and a sum of the numbers. Okay, so that's our next task here. Okay, so it's a whole new section of the program. Okay, so we're now going to open the file for reading. Okay, so I'm going to do an in file is equal to open numbers.txt, but this time open it for reading. Okay, and again, I'm going to make sure I do my in file.close. Okay, now I want to read through the file. Okay, so I'm going to do a line is equal to in file.readLine. So I'm going to get that first line. Okay, and I'm going to do a while line is not equal to blank. Okay, now I can take that line and I can do an n is going to be equal to an int of that line. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to get. Okay, and there are a couple of variables that I need here. So I need to go ahead and set up before I get into this. My count equal to 0 and my sum equal to 0. Okay, and then once I have n, I can just select count plus equal to 1. Okay, and then sum is going to plus equal n. Okay, and then of course I have to do my line is equal to in file.read line again. Okay, and then we can go through. Let's just print to make sure this is working. I'm going to print my count and my sum. Okay, there should be three items in there. Let's run this one. Okay. Oh, I have to do it again. Do 1, 2, 3, -99. I get 3. The total is 6. Looks like we're good. Okay. So we're now, all we have to do now, I mean, we're near the end. Get back to my file. That's one thing I got to do. There we go. Okay, so now it's just a matter of, instead of printing out that, we're going to print sum divided by count is the average. And you would want to do something a little nicer and say that there were count items, the average is whatever. Okay, but that's basically that program. Okay, so it's working, we're happy with it. Now we have to go through and add in our try block. Again, highlight everything, hit the tab character once. Okay, come down to here, do a try. The accepts that we're worried about here, we have an accept an IO error. Okay, because we're opening a file. And we have an accept value error because we're using the int. That should do it. Should be the whole program. Okay. If you have questions on this, I mean, you may see this stuff again on the final. So if you have questions, make sure that you let me know.